everyone, welcome to day one of our Rockin' the Basics coach training. And today I simply wanted to show you what I do each day. All right, so just a day in a life of a coach. And so first thing, I'm here in my kitchen, but first thing, obviously, once I get my kiddos off to school and taken care of, I get up, I get my workout in, I shower, but then after my shower, while I'm getting ready, that quiet time, for me, I take my phone that I'm using right now, so I can't show you, but I really love audiobooks. So I will either listen to podcasts or audiobooks while I am getting ready, or any downtime like laundry or whatever, but I always do it in the morning while I'm getting ready. Right now I'm listening to the book called Switch, and it's by Chip and Dan Heath, and loving that book right now. So after I do that, my quiet time, I'll grab my Shakeology and I will sit down and I will show you here. Excuse the mess, but I sit down here. There's our lovely Christmas tree we just decorated this weekend. I sit down right here and with that lovely electric blanket over there, and I do my Bible study, and that's my devotional, my quiet time, and that really grounds me for the day. So then I walk into my office. All right. So here's my desk. Usually my computer is off. I do not do my personal development, which is the most important part of my day. I do not do that with my computer on, but I've got this computer on because I've been preparing for this particular training. So I wanted to make sure that I had it ready to go. So basically, and I'm going to grab my phone here a couple times to show you, but I work from a list, and I usually have it down, but this is sort of the order I do it. And I've gotten this from Scotty Hobbs, and I really love his structure to his day. Now, I do things in a little bit of different order, and I've tried to change them, and I have changed some things, but I really find this works for me. So the order you do it in really kind of depends on you, but you want to make sure you get the most important things done first, sort of that whole eat that frog concept of Brian Tracy's, which is a great book too, by the way. All right, so I will pull up Facebook. Okay, here I'll pull up my stuff here. Okay, so basically after I do my personal development, I come in and I will check my challenge groups. So I will go onto Facebook and open up my challenge groups. Right now I have 2 going, so I open those up, make sure I get it posted, or I will have scheduled it from before, but I sort of check in and see how people are doing, and if I need to respond to anything, and just make sure I get people engaged. Then I will make a quick morning post if I haven't already scheduled it, which is one of my tasks I usually do a little bit later in my morning, and check in with my team page, so Team Everest, you guys, and then any other groups. So like I'll be checking now Rocking the Basics, and the other groups that I have going that I'm really working on. Then I send out 2 invites a day to my upcoming challenge groups, or whether it's a free 5-day group, whether it's another 21-day group, but I'm constantly inviting people to my next event, okay, my online event challenges, whatever, maybe it's a Super Saturday, having people come to that, whatever. So inviting 2 people. Then I connect with at least 5 people on Facebook in a way that is not Beachbody. It's just developing a relationship. It's reaching out to a past acquaintance or friend, maybe somebody that I knew, back in college or high school that I haven't talked to in a while, or perhaps it's somebody that maybe we went to church with when we were going to a different church, and I haven't seen him in a couple years, and I just want to touch base. So it's just sort of warming up relationships that maybe you've had before, or it could be you met somebody at the grocery store and you're just getting to know them. It's not anything salesy. Okay, it's just just get to know you, get to deepen those relationships that you already have. And it can be on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. You use your form of social media that you prefer. And then, of course, I follow up with people that maybe have wanted information that I have, but maybe they haven't replied. So I give them, 48 to 72 hours, and then I touch base again and find out where they're at with things and how I can help. And then I do go into and I'm going to take this here and turn this around. I go into my coach training or coach online office, which sometimes we call our back office, but COO. I go back in here. And sorry, I was again looking at some stuff I'm going to tell you about. Can we see it there? Okay, so we go back there, and if you look down here at alerts, I don't know if you can see it, right at the very bottom you scroll down, okay, my alerts. It'll tell you how many new customers you have, how many new coaches you have in your organization. You can check and see, going to over here, my business, you can go to my orders. I don't know if you can see that or not, customer orders, click on there, and then you can go through and see what people have ordered, and you can send thank you notes. You can find out if they've received their Shakeology or how they're doing with their P90 or whatever, okay? So you go in there and you just sort of check up on, of course, when you get those customer leads from the company, that from becoming Emerald, that's gold right there. So you want to make sure that you really cultivate those relationships with these people who were just a gift. They were given to you by Beachbody. Then I also check in back here. I also go to what's called News and Training, which is the second last tab at the top of the page, and go to News, and I check there and find out, you know, what monthly challenge pack promotion is going on, and you know, maybe if I didn't get the last call or whatever, and there's all kinds of news and recognition and all kinds of stuff that you can get all in that back office. So I go back there and I make sure that I check everything that needs to be checked back there, so I'm in the know, right? The other thing is, if you're checking in on our team page, I try to post things there as well, but I also don't like to inundate you with too much, assuming, and I hope I don't assume too much, but I assume that you will take the responsibility and go to the Coach Online office yourself and make sure you're educated as well, and I do like to try to do reminders too. And so then after that, I try to check in with a couple of coaches, current coaches, see how they're doing, if they need any help, or just kind of reach out. Sometimes you can get a feel for how your coaches are doing and sometimes not. And you just physically need to communicate. Of course, checking the coach training groups, doing the assignment for the day if I'm in a particular group myself. And then, of course, planning out and scheduling my posts for the next day, and whether that's for my Facebook profile page, like page, or any of my groups. There are times that I will really get in a groove with this, and I will sit down and spend an hour and just post, you know, schedule stuff out for like a week. And sometimes that's not going to happen for that day. So maybe I will just do for that day, or maybe I will do for the next day, or even just a couple of tips, because sometimes I like to post in the moment, depending on what's going on in my life, but I do like to have content in there as well, sprinkled in. So it's not all business, it's not all fitness, it's not all, you know, how to, but it's a little bit of everything. It's a bit of who I am, what's going on in my life. Like the puppies have been really big in our life right now. I love, you know, my family is a huge part of my life and my focus. And so you'll see me talk a lot about their activities and what we're doing. But then I still like to post, like, you know, I've been doing survival, holiday survival tips, one a day. Like to share recipes or things to keep you organized or low stress over the holidays. Just whatever's pertinent that adds value to people, you can certainly do that. Sometimes planning that out helps, so that you know you're getting in some content each day, and then you can sprinkle it in with personal stuff throughout as well. So that's basically what I do. You can tell I focus in on the 3 vital behaviors. That is inviting, and the inviting process includes adding new people into your network. It talks, you know, about forming them or getting to know them, inviting them, possibly inviting them to the coaching opportunity, and following up. So all of that is included in the inviting. And then, of course, being proof the products work, getting my workout in, drinking my Shakeology, living the lifestyle, and, of course, sharing that. And then finally, personal development, which is last but certainly not least in the 3, and that is what I do first thing in the morning. And that's both with either audio or books, and of course for me it's my devotional time, my Bible study. So it's just figuring out what works best for you. That's the key, and working from a list and not just randomly sitting down and getting on Facebook. I do turn off the audio on Facebook unless I'm specifically listening to something. I turn it off simply because I don't want to hear the dinging of my email or of my Facebook notifications, so that I can focus in on the task at hand and not be dragged off quickly into Facebook land, because it's really easy to do. It's our I think we all have a little bit of ADD in us, and I think that's created from all the technology that has been made to make things easier, but it can also make things harder for focus. And when your focus is split up, you are much less basically less productive. So hopefully that's helped you a little bit. So make sure that you write this list down and really make it a part of your day, your work time. And even if you're only spending 2 to 3 to 5 to 10 minutes on some of those main points, and some of the others might only take a minute or two because maybe you only have a half an hour a day or an hour a day to work your business, at least you're getting in the main things. The main things are reaching out to people, getting your personal development, doing those 3 vital behaviors. And those other things are just bonus. So if you have any questions, let me know. But I'm excited to continue to give you all kinds of information and tidbits to help grow your business this next 30 days. So have a great one, you guys. Talk to you soon.